what is in the car. I'm going to rip it apart and I'll put it all down the ground. We can look to see what Poople's cat stores in Kitty Cat's car. Stay tuned. So, on top of the car, not hidden away, there's two get home bags. If I get bored, I'll rip them apart and show you them. They need working on. I usually do that in the fall. There's a map, bottle full of water, a sog saw, and now of course the Stealth Angel, all in one tool. We also have several dog beds. We also have two covers for the seats for the dogs. They have very good material. Easily converted into ponchos or blankets. And Kitty keeps a yoga mat in there, and of course a dog bowl to give the dogs water with. But that is not all. Other than Mr. Behr, who's trying to get home, we have all sorts of stuff in here, so stay tuned for that. Several umbrellas, always useful. Some heavy duty deep, we don't really use that much. And in the first side compartment, throwaway clothing to give extra protection in the winter or whenever. We also always take our winter coats with us wherever we go in the car in the winter. People don't do that. Crazy. Cars break down. There it is. An emergency pack. Folding stove, Esbit, aqua tabs, coffee of course, candles, mylar blankets, chocolate, a single walled tin for storage of water and also boiling water, some gels, some soap I see, a few matches, one of those little can openers that everybody always carries, assuming there'll be always free food around, Fresnel lighter and some tinder. Sure, there's other stuff in there. A transport bag. You have stuff in your car? Most people put them in bags. I just throw them in because I'm lazy. But transport bags are a good idea. Even if you have everything bagged, you might find extra stuff. Heavy duty, horrible socks. Store a lot of this in the car. Any given time, there's quite a few of these in there. The car's going to get really hot, really cold, so I don't want to put stuff in that's going to go off. Some dehydrated food. Bottles of water. Not the greatest way of storing water, but it's there. Lots of Kleenex. Poop towel. Bag full of dehydrated vegan foods. Once every couple of years I take this out and I'll use these up on camping trips and replace with fresh stuff. I got these this year because they're cheap. I'm not a big fan of these. People like these for lights. Single use, once they're gone, they're gone. But in a car, if it breaks down before SHTF, it's a good idea. It's also a good idea for signalling. Small first aid kit. Supplement with stuff, sterile gloves, stuff like that. This was a Toronto firefighter's one I was given, and I added stuff to it. So you can see that there's N95 mask, gauze, multiple stuff in here, triangular bandages and all that sort of stuff. Probably could do most things with this in a first aid situation. I have trauma kits and all of that stuff for myself. I don't routinely carry in the car because I don't think there's much chance I'm going to get shot. Hospital bath wipes, bath towels. That's about it for that compartment. The smaller compartment at the back, bought these young ago. I think everybody does this at some point when they start prepping. is lifeboat water. Hardly any water in here, very expensive, but I bought it and it's a good place to keep it in the car. Some more survival blankets. These will probably be handed out to other people. And more stored water in containers. I don't recommend you do that, but it's better than nothing. Of course, an emergency candle to keep the car. Matches. And a Prezi light, which works. If you have car kits or you have get out bags or get home bags or whatever, check them at least once a year. Replace the batteries, check if the stuff works. No point having this if it doesn't work, right? More day tracks, more stuff like that. It's came with the car. Toyota emergency kit. Very basic, cheap bandages and ointments and stuff. Another emergency blanket, hand wipes, a candle, some matches, some bandages. Yeah, a couple of ponchos. Good stuff to have in the car. So that's it for the back of the car. What I'm going to do now is I'll empty out the front and lay it out. So yeah, what am I missing? Other than a firearm and a knife, which I would carry anyway, what am I missing? So this is in the front glove compartments. Pile of maps. Very where I'm likely to go or have been. Whilst maintaining upsec on video. Big maps. Have them, use them, you'll use them. A cheap but fairly good compass that's water beveled. It actually works pretty well. This comes in handy when you're walking the dogs and you lose sunlight. Yeah, we got lost twice in a regional forest. Glass cleaner. Those of us who are visually impaired, it's a good idea. Toilet roll, fire starter. Baby wipes. There's actually 3 of these. This is called a Bic. Keep them dry. Lasts quite a long time. Really helpful to start a fire. Peak Stewart Pocket Box, How to Survive Being Stranded in Your Vehicle. I have read it. This would be useful. This would be useful for a member of the party who's not skilled and is panicking. Ask them to go through it to see what we can do. It'll give them something to focus on and actually might make them feel useful. Because if they're panicking, they're not very useful at all, but psychology helps. A couple of non-apocalyptic things. Keep car insurance and all the rest of it, keep the information of the vehicle in here. It's always a good idea. You guys carry one of these? Gives you a list of things to write down if you're involved in an accident with a pen to do it, and a tape measure so you can measure damage and distances. A pen to mark on the actual vehicle itself to delineate where the accident is, and a pencil. And a disposable camera so you can photograph the stuff. Now in this day and age we all have cell phones, right? Well, for when the cell phone doesn't work. Alrighty, hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to open up the get home bags and have a look at them. I will be doing it again in a couple of months because they really need to be looked at frequently.
Whatever, whatever.